All right, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. I'm going to start by giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harachak Wadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of time. All right, Shalom, Shalom. This lesson is going to be entitled, That Great and Notable Day of the Lord. That great and notable day of the Lord. All right, and this is just based off an article I came across on Newsbreak, and it's entitled, Conspiracy Theorists Think the Eclipse Will Begin a Massive Human Sacrifice Event. Conspiracy theorists think that the eclipse will bring a massive human sacrifice event. And we have this solar eclipse that's going to take place on Monday, April the 8th. Which Monday, April the 8th, Monday evening to Tuesday evening is also a new moon, a Shabbat. So this is highly spiritual times. And ultimately, just coming off of the Pesach, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, we're seeing that the Lord is shortening the days for the elect's sake. All right? And the scriptures speak of these things, all right, happening in the planet of the earth. But these things will be ultimately leading up to that great and notable day of the Lord. All right, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. So I'm going to just go into this article real quick, and Lord willing, it's edifying. It says, conspiracy theorists think the eclipse will begin a massive human sacrifice event. It says, some conspiracy theorists appear to believe that a massive human sacrifice event will take place during a total solar eclipse on April the 8th. Without anything even approaching evidence, a fairly popular post to the conspiracy subreddit explains that they are concerned that overlaying the path of totality of the 2017 total eclipse with the 2024 total solar eclipse forms an X near the New Madrid fault line, which you see in this picture here. All right, and underneath it says the paths of totality are key to some conspiracy theory nonsense, which there's some truth to this article, all right, and it's backed up by the scriptures. These things are happening throughout the planet Earth, like the scriptures say, earthquakes in diverse places, wars and rumors of wars. See that it be not yet. All these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, roughly paraphrasing. So we're seeing these different, quote unquote, catastrophes, quote unquote, pestilences. All right. Judgments, famines, all these different plagues. We're seeing these things hit Egypt, smite Egypt as before, as the scriptures tell us. All right, so these things are just being brought back to show forth throughout the planet Earth that the Lord is near, the Lord is on his way. All right, and it's happening on a new moon, it's happening on Shabbat, so it's very spiritual. Okay, and it makes an X, as it says. All right, and it's going through, I believe, Eagle Pass, Texas. All right, Eagle Pass, Texas. Okay, so it says, quote unquote, if something were to trigger that fault line, something man-made that they could make look completely natural, it could mean a serious loss of life disaster for the U.S. And we know that this is exactly what's going to happen. Something that, quote unquote, looks man-made. All right. The scriptures tell us in Revelation the 13th chapter, he deceiveth the earth by the means of his miracles, that he had authority to perform in the sight of the beast and the image. All right, roughly paraphrasing. So we know that Esau Edom has been given power to take peace from the earth, and he's going to do that, all right, with this charagma, all right, with this MOTB technology, and that's his ultimate underlying agenda. Okay, so as well as that, Revelation 13 and 16 being the centerpiece of prophecy, okay, which we know Esau Edom, no matter if he comes and victuals be so cheap, all right, that the people think they're in good case, evils are still going to grow on the earth, leading up into Revelation 13 and 16, all right, the Valley of Yahweh Shaphat, okay, Mountain of Troops, Armageddon, okay, the third woe. So the Lord is coming to ultimately deliver and to destroy, And these different things that we see on the planet Earth, the solar eclipse, blood moon, all right, a lunar eclipse, okay, these different signs in the heaven, the scriptures say, be not dismayed at them. The heathen are dismayed. But we are to observe these different things and let them serve as a warning to us, to show us that, hey, the Lord is close, all right? Prepare. Make thyself ready for the battle. So let's go to Acts chapter 2, and I'm going to start at 19. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord. You see? Before that great and notable day of the Lord. So these things are happening before, all right? Yahushua turns up and cracks those clouds, okay, and gives the deliverance to the nation of Israel. And ultimately, according to Isaiah 47 chapter, he shall take vengeance and not meet thee as a man, all right? So up until that happens, you're going to see birth pains throughout the earth, signs, warnings, wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, all right, solar eclipse, okay, before that great and notable day of the Lord, verse 21, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Verse 22, ye men of Israel, hear these words, all right, so the Israelites are those that can hear these words, all right, that are able to discern and measure the time diligently, like the scriptures say, measure the time diligently, all right? When you see these things come to pass, know that ultimately the end is near. It's high time to wake out of sleep. So the Lord is using this eclipse as an example to show us that the events that come before that great and notable day of the Lord are going to be events of judgment, events of doom. Okay, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. The Spirit and power Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, promoted Apostle Tahar to coin this year, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And it is pointing to signs of just that, all right? So let's go real quick back to this article. It says, now there's some commentary in this article that's trying to debunk and trying to discredit these different facts that's being brought out, but nevertheless, it's not going to negate the fact, and it's not going to stop the solar eclipse from happening on Monday, the 8th, man. All right, it's not going to stop these prophecies from coming to pass, like we just read in Acts the 2nd chapter, and like we're going to read. Matter of fact, let me get it real quick. This is Matthew 24:7. I'll start at 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we're hearing of wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, solar eclipses, all right, famines, pestilences, all right. They got this bee flu that has been coming up and popping up in the news. This bee flu, the bird flu, all right. And the Lord has said he's going to smite Egypt with plagues as before. So the 10 plagues that hit ancient Egypt, the Lord is refurbishing them. And the scriptures tell us in Revelation, the 18th chapter, Babylon had been a golden cup. America had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Render unto her double. Reward her as she has rewarded thee. So the Lord is going to reward this place with many different stripes, many different plagues, pestilence, famines, Jacob's trouble, martial law, FEMA camps, all right, civil unrest, civil war, okay, political uproars. We're going to see these things happen in these last sections of time, right now, right here, all right. We're one major event away, like this article goes into, one major event away from all hell breaking loose, all right, truthfully, respectfully, all right. It says, this, of course, is all nonsense. The paths crossing years apart has no significance for the new magic fault line in the same way as finding an X on your Strava data will not reveal the location of hidden treasure. And we know that the Lord did that strategically and put that X there, all right, from that 2017 solar eclipse with the 2024 total solar eclipse, all right, forming that X. The Lord did that to ultimately show forth the omen, a prediction basically, that America is going to be X'd out. It's going to be crossed out, man. This current fashion and state of living, all right, is going to be X'd out. And guess what? The hopeful elect, according to Ezekiel 9:4, we're going to have a X, a tawah, all right, a cross, a mark, a sign, a badge of exemption, okay, for sign and crime for the things that are being done in the midst thereof, and prophesying, man. All right? See if there's any more in this. I just wanted to. It says, these celestial events tend to attract a lot of conspiracy talk, including an equally non-cynical claim pushed by InfoWars that the path of the totality passes over 7 U.S. cities. Salakia, U.S. cities, got tongue-tied. It passes over 7 U.S. cities named Nineveh, which is deemed to be a bad omen. Woo, you see? So this solar eclipse is an omen for, which goes into prediction, all right? A prediction for America's ultimate conclusion, America's ultimate demise, all right? So let's not ignore the signs and prophecy. Matthew 24:6 again, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See ye that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And we're seeing these different nations rising up, the BRICS nations separating themselves from the EU and the NATO and forming their own currency. And we see day in and day out, this dollar is currently declining. Day after day, it gets weaker and weaker as these nations team up against America, ultimately to overthrow this fiat currency and overthrow this current power structure, man. All right, and implement a new power structure according to Revelation 13:16, the charagma. All right, but the Lord says He's gonna give us a badge of exemption. All right, the opposite of Revelation 13:16. All right, which is a badge of destruction. All right, we're going to get the tawah, Lord willing, I'll be at that number. But these different events that happen throughout the planet Earth, the Lord is using the heavens and the signs in the heavens to show His people, show the nation of Israel, show His men that He's getting closer and closer. And we are yet, all right, this day in our captivity. But we had the gift of prophecy. Lord, when this message was edifying, I'm going to give infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harachak. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings until next time. Kwam Yashala. Shalom.